Hello everybody, welcome to another Maya tutorial. Today I'm going to show you the light link editor, as well as kind of some of the methods to make a lamp, like a lampshade, translucent material and such. Okay, so first off, this is kind of the look we're going for. We have a bright light on this base, but we have shadows here that are originating from up here. We have a nice translucent material here, and we have light on the floor as well as casting light on the walls. So I have a simple scene set up. It's just a cube that I have reversed shaded. This is a cube that I deleted the top and the bottom face. Ooh, whoops. I didn't realize I had that there. Delete that. This is a cube. Oh, whoops. Interesting. Delete this face. Sorry about that. So we have this cube down here, this cube, and then this cube where I deleted the top and the bottom faces. So pretty straightforward. First off, we need to make our shade material. So come over here to my hyper shader. Going to go to mental ray materials, my material X. I use material X. I mean, you can do it technically with a regular Lambert. I use material X because I'm more familiar with the methods of using it, so we're going to use that today. Matte finish, replace. Okay, so if you come down here in translucency, there's a little pull down. We want to use translucency. We want to change the color. I was doing this earlier, so we're going to use this color that I was using earlier. It's just the default color, and I just took the saturation down a little bit. We want to change the weight to 1. If the weight's 1, then it's translucent. If the weight is 0, then it's transparent. So I want to change that. I want to make sure it's thin-walled. That's in our advanced refraction, under our refraction menu. And then of course we have to change the transparency to, let's do 0.5. And then we need to change the color to the same color we changed our translucency. So if we render it real quick, pretty basic. Actually, first off, I'm going to turn final gathering off while we are doing this, so it speeds up our render times a little bit. Okay, so first thing I'm going to create lights, point light. Create our light right here. I'm going to move it up into our shade about where a light bulb would be. Going to re-render that frame, see where we're at. Okay, so we have light on our shade, we have light on the floor, so we have some basic light. It looks flat and kind of gross. So what I'm going to do is going to change the decay rate to quadratic. I'm going to up the intensity somewhere like that. Okay, so we have a nice glow on our shade. Maybe we'll up the intensity a little bit more. But as you can see, it's not lighting anything else anymore because the fall off is much more dramatic. So we need to duplicate this. So with the light selected, Control or Command D to duplicate it. And this is where the light linking editor comes in handy. So we're going to go comes in handy. Sorry. We're going to go to Window, Relationship Editors, Light Linking, Light Centric. Bring up this handy little dialog box for us. We want to select point light 2, and as you can see, these are the illuminated objects that's illuminating. However, I do not want to illuminate the shade, which is P cube 3. So I have my outliner window open over here. I'll move it over here so you guys can see it. So with this selected, I want to deselect P cube 3, so the light is no longer affecting that object. So render this again. As you can see, now we're starting to get a little bit of glow on our base here, so I'm going to minimize that with point light 2 selected. I'm going to up the intensity. To something like that. I'm actually going to double that to make that 20. Render that again. Okay. So not bad. I'm actually going to up that to 30 just for kicks and giggles. Until we're getting to a place that we like. Somewhere about like that. So now we need to make a light that'll do shadows. So I'm going to duplicate this light as well. So Command or Control D to duplicate it. I only want it to affect the base and the floor. So that's P cube 1 and P cube 2. So on point light 3, deselect the other objects. Render it again. Okay, but this one we are going to turn on for point light 3. We're going to turn on shadows. So in your shadows, expand it out, come down here and turn ray trace shadows on. And so now we're getting a nice shadow around our base, like that. Now we need getting the stand part illuminated is a little more difficult. The easiest way I've found is we create a new light, which is an ambient light, move it up somewhere around where our light bulb is, it doesn't matter, and then we only have it affecting P cube 4, which is our base right here. So if we render this again, it's not bad. I'm actually going to up the intensity of our ambient light a little bit. Sorry. 2 or something like that. Something like that. And then as the final coup de grace, we will turn on final gathering to give us light bouncing off our shaders and such. So everything's going to be picking up light from everything else. It'll take longer to render. But there you have it. So if you look at, this was an older one I was doing, but they're similar. You could definitely tweak and play around and adjust stuff. This is just the basic, give you the basic idea of what you would need to do. Give you the tools, the relationship editor that you can link your lights around. You basically only want to illuminate certain objects, because if I just turn shadows on the one, well, as you can see, the one was so weak that it wasn't illuminating the rest of my stuff. So play around with it and be creative and have fun. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you all in my next video.